So we are going to make some bath bombs, and it's just a simple recipe, and I cut it in half. So if you wanted to make more bath bombs, you would just double it, or if you wanted to make even more, you can triple the recipe. But I made those geode bath bombs, and before that, I made other bath bombs as well that I did not do a video on. So I have enough bath bombs. So this is just, like I said, I cut it in half just to kind of show how I do it in a very easy way where you don't have to go and buy molds to do these. Now, you can, if you want, you can get them at off of Amazon. You can go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, but I'm just kind of showing you how you can do them with things that you have around the house, or you can go to Dollar Tree as well to get the molds to do these. But I have enough bath bombs that I've already made, so I did not need any more. So I'm going to attempt, hopefully, I have enough by cutting this recipe in half. I have enough to do the three different kinds of bath bombs that I wanted to make. And I'm only making three bath bombs. Um, the three that I'm making is going to be a lavender pink Himalayan bath bomb, a lemon bath bomb, and an orange bath bomb. And I'm gonna the things that the ingredients that I'm using, I'm gonna kind of give the good properties. Okay, that's supposed to be in them, and what is good for your body and stuff like that. And of course, you can buy bath bombs online. You can get them at the store, but I've said it before when I did the geode bath bombs that I like to know what's going in them, and they work great. But I also said when I did the geode bath bombs that there is no rhyme or reason when you make bath bombs. One day you can make them and they turn out great. The next day you make them and they just, they might crumble, or um, they just don't want to do what they're supposed to do. And a lot of people that do this for a living, they have said that climate, humidity, and stuff like that plays a role in it. I don't know anything about that. So these are, just for myself. So I'm not giving them away or anything like that. So, anyways, we're just going to dig in, and hopefully, like I said, I have enough to show these three that I want to make. And another reason why I cut it in half as well is because one of the main ingredients for the fizz is the citric acid. And I have only a little bit left, and I'm having trouble finding it. You can order the citric acid online, or you can find it at the grocery store with canning supplies. And I have had trouble finding the citric acid. And I didn't want to order any online, so I have went to like Walmart. Um, I also went to my local grocery store, and I have not found any citric acid. So, but I do have enough to do this small recipe. So we're just gonna dig right in, and the two ingredients, to get that fizz and that the bath bombs they all call for is the citric acid and your baking soda. So we're going to start out with that first. And I've already have a lot of this stuff pre-measured. I do that a lot. So in my space, I did put a towel down because it can get a little messy. I noticed that when I did them before, that they were like all over the place. So your baking soda and the citric acid is what gives your bath bomb the fizz. So any bath bombs you make, you're going to have that. So The baking soda is, we're going to use 1/4 cup. And like I said, you can double this recipe, triple it. So I already have it measured. We got the 1/4 cup of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of the citric acid. And that's what I had left in my bottle. And 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And all all bath bombs call for the cornstarch. And I think the cornstarch is that is what makes your bath bombs harden. Okay, I'm not positive about that, but I do believe that is a fact. So, and for some reason, I do not think that I am going to be able to get my 3 bath bombs out of this. So, I'm hoping. Okay, so those are the 3 ingredients that all bath bombs have to have. Okay, so the rest of this, people that make bath bombs, they do them all different ways. They add different ingredients, different things that they want to add. Now, even though I said I'm going to make them 3 different ways, or 3 different bath bombs, all of them are going to have the pink Himalayan salt in it. Just because with the pink Himalayan salt, even though I'm going to do lemon and I'm also going to do an orange, the pink Himalayan salt, it reduces, they say, all this are, disclaimers, but it's supposed to reduce fatigue, stress, pain. It's good for emotional health, and they say it generates negative ions in the air, like that calming effect when, people might feel when they're like on the beach, with the salt water. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup to the whole batch of the pink Himalayan. So even though I'm doing one bath bomb, that's just going to be pink Himalayan and lavender. It's going to have pink Himalayan. I'm sorry. It's going to be just a pink Himalayan, strictly a pink Himalayan bath bomb. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And then I am going to add 2 tablespoons of dry milk. And the dry milk, go ahead and get this in there. The dry milk is supposed to have some vitamins in it, and it's supposed to moisturize your skin. And also, with the bath bomb, not only does it give the fizz, but it also gives that, it gives like it's hard to explain. It gives like a milky, I don't really want to say milky. It's really hard to explain. You get that fizz, but it's kind of like a foamy bath bomb, besides the fizz that you'll get. But the dry milk also lightens and smooths skin, and it's supposed to boost skin health. So we do have that. And you'll see me pause a lot too. Got to get around my dogs yapping. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of Epsom salt, and even with the other bombs I did, as you can see, I am using the avocado bath soak. This has Epsom salt in it. The Epsom salt we're going to go ahead and just put, I'm using 1/4 cup. And I think I said before, when you make these, the vapor or the whatever will come up, and not vapor, dust. That's what I'm trying to get at. The dust will come up and make you kind of cough a little bit. But anyways, the Epsom salt has magnesium, and it soothes the skin and reduces swelling, pain. It also softens the skin, and they say it lowers blood pressure and reduces your heart rate. Now with your avocado oil, it hydrates the skin, protects skin from skin damage, and it helps dry skin and helps itchy skin. So it was kind of, that's why I like this. It's like a 2-for-1, right? With the avocado oil and the Epsom salt already in it. So now we have all the dry ingredients that we need in here. And we're just going to kind of mix that up. And this is when you're going to have that dust come up. We want to make sure all the clumps are out of there. And since now I'm going to separate this into 3 different bowls, since I want to make 3 different bath bombs. Actually, I can add 1 wet ingredient. Actually 2. I'm going to add 2 different wet ingredients, and you have to be careful when you add anything wet in here, because it will activate that citric acid and baking soda, and we do not want to do that. Doesn't seem like I got any clumps. And we are going to add our coconut oil. And the coconut oil, it's already melted, and I have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And coconut oil just, it moisturizes your skin. It's got a lot of good properties. Coconut oil is just great. And if you do not like coconut oil, or you're allergic, some people are allergic to coconut oil, you can use almond oil, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil. You can use different oils. And I also like using vitamin E oil. And vitamin E oil is, it's good for a barrier. And so is the coconut oil as well. And vitamin E also moisturizes your skin, and it is very good. Hydrates your skin. It's also very good for your skin. They say it nourishes your skin. Again, this is all disclaimers, so I have to put that out there. So I'm just going to put a few drops of my vitamin E oil right in with my coconut oil. Kind of stir that up in there. And then I'm just going to be very careful when I add this so that it doesn't activate. And you'll see it get a little clumpy sometime, or in there, I'm sorry. You'll see it get a little clumpy whenever you add any type of oils or water in here. And that's fine. As long as it doesn't activate it. And trust me, you'll know. You'll know if you're activating it. I think I said that before in one of my videos, first time I ever made this, and when I made those other bath bombs. First time I ever made this, I made the mistake and I activated it in the bowl. So we're just going to get that in there. Good. Like I said, hopefully I will have enough to do the 3 bath bombs that I want to do. Since this is such a small recipe. Alrighty. So now I'm going to put this on pause and get some of this stuff out of my way. Okay. I just had to move some stuff out of my way here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this into 3 different bowls and try to do it evenly so I have enough to do. The 3 bath bombs that I want to do. You might not be able to see all this. It's no big deal. I'm just separating it. Okay, so we got them separated into 3 different bowls. So what we are going to do now is work on the first one. And as I keep a lot of these, you can buy these at Dollar Tree. Got a lot of the small little spray bottles. They come in handy for a lot of different things. But I have witch hazel, and you can put, if you don't have witch hazel, you can use water. And the witch hazel is good for a lot of different things for the body. You know, it helps with, you know, healing. I don't know. They say witch hazel is good for a lot of different things. But I just like using the witch hazel. And it helps. It seems like to me it helps not activate this stuff as much. You want to make sure that, I'm going to make sure I got this on, not stream, because that is where I got these to activate in the bowl the first time. So you want it to be on mist, not stream, and I'm checking it now. Okay. Got it on mist. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is the first one that I am going to do is going to be the pink Himalayan. And I am going to do lavender. I got lavender essential oils, and I think I talked about essential oils before. Some people do use fragrance. I like using quality essential oils, and you know, some people are sensitive, so another disclaimer: if you are sensitive to the smell or on your skin, you know, you can go and not use any essential oils at all. But again, these are going to be diluted in water. But this pink Himalayan, I would use this balm I would use like at night, because you know, with the lavender, lavender is good for, and I can actually say that this is something that I can say is a fact for me. It helps with the anxiety and insomnia, because I've said before that I suffer from insomnia, and I just don't use it like I should. But when I do use lavender, it does help when I put it in my diffuser. I'm lazy. So if I do put it in there, it does help. They say it helps with depression and anxiety. So this Himalayan bath bomb would be something that I would use at night, with all the other properties in there with the Epsom salt, soaking those sore muscles, and then all the other things that I've talked about that is in this bath bomb. So we're going to go ahead and put some lavender in there. And there is no rhyme or reason how many drops you want to put in there. It's really strong now. Um, you can put 4, 5, 6, however you want it to smell. Remember, it's going to be diluted. And now we're going to talk about colorants, okay? You can order colorants off of Amazon, or you can also, I think you can go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and buy colorants for like soap or bath bombs. And if not, it is safe to use food coloring. Now, if you're doing this to sell or to give away to somebody, or as a business, I would not use food coloring. But if you're going to do it for your own use, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to stain anything. Again, this is being diluted in a bathtub, so it's not going to stain you or your bathtub. So I am just going to put a little bit of the red, and with these things, even though it's red, they come out pink. So I just wanted, since it's a pink Himalayan, I just wanted a little bit of a pink color. I don't want it to be red. I just want to, and it's starting to activate there, so I just wanted a little bit of a color. Or if you don't want any color at all and you want it to be just natural, you can do that as well. And you can really, really smell that lavender. And as you can see, there's not really, you can't really see a color right now. So now we are going to take our spray bottle with witch hazel. And the goal is to make this mixture feel like wet sand. And if you have children, and I think I've said this in my last video, but if no one's seen where I made those other bath bombs, if you have kids and they play with that Connects sand, that's kind of how you want it to feel. Not too wet, not too dry. So I'm just going to spray this, and that's when you're going to get your hands in there. And again, if you are in this to make money, to sell, or if you're going to give it away to anybody, you would wear gloves. But since this is for my own personal use, I'm not wearing gloves. And that's why I got the towel down, because, it might go all over the place. And you just want to spritz it a little bit at a time. because you do not want it to activate. And as I'm doing this, I am getting that pinkish color, not red, but I am getting a pink color, and that's kind of what I wanted. Just a little bit of a pink color. Oops. See, I am making a mess. I am very messy when I make these. I just wanted a little bit to go with that, you know, the pink Himalayan. We're almost there. And that's kind of what you want when you put it in your hands and it holds like that, but it's easy, broke apart easily. We're just going to do a little bit more. Because you don't want it too dry to break apart. Should have used a little bit bigger bowls, but that's going to be about the consistency you want. As you can see, and then it just kind of crumbles. Just like that. So that's about where we're going to stop with this. Maybe one more squirt. All right. So now that we have that, I'm not sure if you can see or not the color. It is just a really light pink. All right, now we want to get this in the mold, and this is what we are going to use. You have two different choices here. You can either use an ice cube tray, at Dollar Tree, something you're not going to use again. And they are smaller, but they work absolutely perfect if you just want smaller little bath bombs. This is something that I won't use. Got them at Dollar Tree. And I did make some beforehand. I do have smaller Himalayan little cubes, and these are really good for as well if you make, and I have some eucalyptus ones that I will put in the shower, um, and just when I let the shower go, when I'm taking a shower, and I'll put some of the cubes in the shower, and they will just sit there, and the whole bathroom will smell like eucalyptus, and that will help clear up congestion, and especially when you got chronic sinus issues. So these are really great for that. But what we're going to do is, I have a old cupcake pan that will never be used. This thing should have been thrown away a long time ago, but these work perfect for these bath bombs. And they come out great. And you can also go up to Dollar Tree and get a cupcake tin, pan, whatever, and make bath bombs. You know, if you're strictly gonna want to make your own bath bombs from now on, you can buy one of these for, I think, well, Dollar Tree's now $1.25 in a lot of places, but they work wonderful. You don't have to try to worry about making perfect little balls or trying to find a mold or whatever. These things are great. And also, if you want to do the shower steam thing, like I said, with eucalyptus or whatever, these will work perfect, right? Because they're not a ball. But this is what we're going to use. Is, like I said, I had this old one. So what I'm going to do is take some of the Himalayan salt, and we're just going to do this middle one, and I'm going to put some at the bottom. And then I am going to spoon in and it smells amazing. It smells like lavender. And you want to press it down really good. Just gonna stick that over there. Just kind of even out the edges. Press it in. And there we have that one. And now what I'm going to do is put this on pause and go wash my hands, because I do not want my next one that I do to smell like lavender. So I will be right back. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is our lemon. So I am going to put, I have some lemon essential oils. I'm going to drop a few drops in there. Smells really good. I love my citrus essential oils. I have about four of these and 4 oranges. And then I'm going to put just a few drops of the yellow in. Looks like orange, right? I don't know if you can see that, but it looks orange in there. And as you can see, this is why I put the towel down. Very messy. And even with these essential oils, the orange and lemon is supposed to be very, very good too for you. So not only do they smell good, but now we're going to start spritzing this and doing the same thing to get that consistency of wet sand. If you don't like the color, you can always add more color in there. And again, you don't have to add any color at all. Just leave it all natural. I kind of like this color. It's just a really light yellow. And you can see when you spritz this on the sides, you can see it activating a little bit on the sides, and that's fine. You'll see it fizzle. As long as it doesn't activate the whole thing, but you're going to get some activation like around here. My suggestion would be to use bigger bowls. Would be my suggestion, but just a couple more spritz. As you can see, just kind of breaks apart. And you hold it, holds its shape a little bit and breaks apart. We're going to do a little more, a few more spritz. So it breaks apart, holds its shape a little bit, then it breaks apart. So it's about the consistency that we want. knitting. So we're going to get this back out, and what I did was I have some lemon zest. And what that is just I cut up some lemon peel, and then my hands are a mess, right? And that is supposed to also be very good for your skin. I put that in my sugar scrub. So I'm going to put that at the bottom. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put this. Just pack it down really good. And packing down is very important for these to hold their shape. When you take these out, now it could have, I wish with the lemon that I had more to go all the way up here, but I didn't, so that way, it was even up here, and because it's going to be smaller. But that's okay. Just kind of getting the idea. All right, we're going to go wash the hands again. Okay, for the last one, we're going to make this one orange. So, have my orange. We have so many. We got lavender smell here, orange, and lemon. Smells really good. Put a little more in there. A few more. Okay, so now we're going to try to make this color orange. So, 2 drops of red and 2 drops of yellow. It's starting to activate there a little bit, so let's get it. Hopefully this will turn out orange. start doing the same thing. And if you don't like what the color is, you can still work with the color when you start doing the spraying. Don't know what they're barking at. I have no clue. Lighting in here is horrible. Can't tell if this looks kind of pinkish or if it is looking orange. I don't know. I'm just going to go with this color. I think it looks kind of orange. I know this is boring. Trying to get the right consistency here. Couple more. Yeah, it looks orange. Don't know if you can kind of see the consistency. Maybe one more spritz. And I think we are done with that. Okay. So, one more. Now I have some orange. Zest, I guess you would call it. Same thing. Just took orange peel. Again, very good for your skin. Putting that at the bottom. Let's cut that off. Take a knife. You can grate it, whatever. And putting that at the bottom. Told you this is, when I make it, I'm very messy. Just pack it down. You can pack it down as you go too. Alrighty. So there we go. We have orange, lemon, and pink Himalayan. So it did make the 3. And I did not have enough to do any of the cubes, but I do have, like I said, pink Himalayan for the cube. And we're going to let this sit for 24 hours. I'm going to splice 2 videos together, just kind of show taking these out, how easy it is and what it looks like. It'll be a short splice together. This one is already starting to hard up. Sometimes it does not harden up, I'm sorry. Sometimes it does not even take the 24 hours, but they recommend before you use it to wait 24 hours before you would actually put one of these in a tub. Even though they might feel hard, they will not be dry all the way inside. So you can actually take these out before the 24 hours is up. But I'm going to splice 2 videos together when I take these out. But that just kind of shows you how, easy it is to make these. I know I let this video drag on a little bit because, I did 3 different ones. I mean, you can just do one kind of bath bomb, but it's pretty simple when you just use a tin like this. And I'll show you when we take these out, how simple it really is if you just want to do simple bath bombs at home and just use a tin, or even, what it looks like when I have the ones that I did in the ice cube tray, I'm sorry. So we'll see what these look like when I take them out. I wish this one was bigger, but like I said, I cut that recipe actually in half, so it would have made 6 bath bombs, maybe even more. As you can see, I made a total mess. So, well, maybe not made more. So a full recipe would have made 6 bath bombs. So anyways, we will catch you here in a little bit and see what these look like. Okay, I am back, and it's been about maybe 2 hours, and these are still not ready, but I did take them out of the cupcake tin, and as you can see, it's still kind of soft, so they have to harden up, but they came out really nice and easy, kind of smooth. They just popped right out. So the cupcake tin is a very easy way to make bath bombs. So we're just going to let these sit. You can let them sit on a towel or whatever, but let them sit for about 24 hours before you use them. And as you can see, the little zest there is planted in, pretty good, that we put on the bottom. And kind of see, it's a pretty good size. It's kind of a perfect size, compared to, your balls or whatever. I just find these are a lot easier to make than the balls. The balls just seem to want to crumble apart on me. So here's the Himalayan one. I mean, these all smell amazing. All the smells are coming up at once right now. And these I made before. These are the ones I did. These are Himalayan ones as well. I've let these sit out. I didn't wrap them or anything like that. So the salt on top just kind of got ick. But these are the ones I did in the ice cube trays. So they're kind of small. But you could put 2 of them in the tub or just 1, whatever. But I made these, I don't know how long ago. when I said I made them. But anyways, I made them a while back, and I just kind of forgot about them and let them sit out. But that's about how big they are. But after 24 hours, when they harden up, uh, you want to wrap them in like saran wrap, and that'll keep them, I don't know. They just say to wrap them in saran wrap. And then I got this container here. I got it at Dollar Tree for $1. And I'm going to put them in here and put them in my bathroom. I already have another one of these that's full of bath bombs. So anyways, there you go. Real easy way to make some bath bombs at home. And this was just a simple recipe, and you can get really fancy with these. I might do another bath bomb recipe. I know this was kind of a long video, and I'll shorten. The next time I do them, I want to do some more like fancy ones, but still do it an easy technique, like not doing the round ones. Those just seem to, I don't know, they're really finicky. They want to break apart unless you go and buy the mold. They just want to crumble, break apart. They don't want to hold its shape. But again, as you can see, these are still a really good size, and they just hold their shape really well. But I might do some fancier ones, and you can make bath bombs in different. If you have some old cookie cutters, which I do, I have a box of cookie cutters that I have stored away that I think it came like in 150. It's like 150 pieces. They have like Christmas cookie or Christmas designs, Easter. They have letters, different animal shapes or whatever. You could use those if you're not ever going to use the cookie cutters again to make cookies. You can make some really cute shapes, and just stuff that you have around the house, and something good for the kids. If you make cute little designs for the kids when they for when they take a bath or whatever. Because I have like in my cookie cutters, little flowers. I have like little teddy bears in there, and those cookie cutters I'll never use again. But you can get fancy with these, putting some real flower petals or whatever in them. So anyways, this video is going to be long, and I do apologize. But the next time I do them, we'll get a little fancier and with the bath bombs, and we'll make sure that the video isn't as long. But, there you go. Just three different kinds. And yeah, so anyways, we will catch